I want to say something about one size fits all. Um, there is endless amounts of books, suggestions, podcasts about, um, what you can do in order to be successful. 7 steps to happiness, 3 keys to success. There's always this suggestion that there's this miraculous recipe that we will find one day and everything will be perfect. It's a scam. People make money on that. And I do believe that many of those are really sincere suggestions, meaning that people really did certain things and it led somewhere. But such thing as, there's a key and this will completely transform your life and there will never be issues again, it doesn't exist. What I find to be truth is that we all have a personal journey, very, very individual journey, and we cannot compare. Once we start to compare each other's journeys or believe that there's a certain recipe, it's like chasing a wind. You chase something that just simply doesn't exist. Once you land on the truth, or once you start to just recognize that you have your personal journey and no one has ever walked that journey, so no one has a recipe for your journey, it's easier to let go of all the expectations that society has set for us. How success should look like, how happiness looks like, how our house is supposed to look like. Once you let go of the comparison, it's also easier to let go of judgment of others and realize that we can learn from each other. Okay, I believe that actually we're supposed to learn from each other, but expect that there is a recipe, I don't believe that there's such thing. I believe that actually brings a lot of frustration in everyone's life, because you believe there's those keys, there is some sort of a recipe, and then you actually try that and it doesn't work, and what does it bring? Frustration. I have not yet met a person who has all areas of life perfect, and therefore there is no one that actually have the keys of success. The journey that you are on, it's very, very sacred. No one has ever walked that journey. We can never compare. It's just impossible. There is no such thing as one size fits all. This idea that we can be put in some sort of a category, or we can be that there is some sort of a standard, mystical standard, that we're supposed to obtain to. It really comes from, I believe so, from toxic systems of society, that already starts early, where we're supposed to all learn equally, all know everything equally, all have the same amount of interest for each subject. And it already shows how ridiculous it is, how extremely system puts all people in one box. And life is not about that. Life is really like what you perceive of it to be. So remember that your journey is sacred. No one has ever walked your journey. It is very special, and no one will have keys for your journey. You have to trust the journey.